Hi and welcome to today's practice. This is going to be a preparation for the middle splits. So we are going to work a lot on flexibility into the inner thighs and back of the legs area. As props, you might want to have with you a blanket and a pair of socks. It's not mandatory, but it might be needed a little bit later. And we are going to start in a comfortable seated position, in a crossed legs position. And if this doesn't feel so great for you, you can choose, of course, another way of sitting. Relax your hands over your knees, close your eyes, and try to keep your spine at least neutral, right? So if keeping a long spine requires a lot of effort right now, keep it neutral, relax your shoulders down and just have your eyes closed. Feel the weight of your arms and of your hands over your knees. So totally releasing your arms and your shoulders. Taking a deeper breath in through the nose. And release it with a sigh through your mouth. And then gently allowing the breath to come back to its natural flow, in and out through the nose. And using these moments to shift the attention from the outside world to your inner world. Like use this moment to do a fast check-in with yourself and see how you're feeling in your skin right now. And if there's any pain or discomfort or tightness in any part of your body, just try to soften that part a little bit more. And however you are feeling, just acknowledge that and welcome it. And just maybe set an intention to do the best you can with what you have today and right now. Taking another deep breath in through the nose. Again, release it through the mouth, and with it, just gently open your eyes and gaze forward. Good. And from here, just uncross your legs and bring the feet together. Bring them closer to your pubic bone, and you can grab the ankles or you can grab the toes. Shifting the body weight forward, bringing the elbows inside the knees and adding just a little bit of pressure in the knees, to just bring them closer to the floor and stretch the inner thighs. To help do that, bring the attention to your knees, to your legs, and try to release. If you're keeping them tensed, just try to release them, let them soften. Gently come back up. Keep the left leg as it is, even bringing the heel a little bit closer to you, and stretch the right leg to the side. Adjust yourself, and keeping the left leg long, bring the heel is gently pressing into the floor and the toes are flexed towards you, and walk your hands forward. If it's easy to lower on your forearms, lower on your forearms. And if your right sit bone is separating, is lifting off the floor, that's okay. As long as you're feeling a stretch in the right inner thigh. And you can emphasize on this by pushing the heel into the mat, into the floor, and create this action of pushing the floor, pulling the floor towards you, right? This will engage the muscles you're stretching right now. Taking a breath as you are. And gently coming back up and switching sides. Right heel in front of your pubic bone, stretching the left leg to the side. Left inner thigh long. Again, left toes flex towards you. walking the hands forward, and you can stay on your hands or you can lower on your forearms if it's easy to do so. And again, you can choose the passive place, but I recommend you start to engage more the inner thigh muscles. So you press the heel into the mat and you create the action of pulling the floor and the mat towards you. Yeah. Lower more towards the floor if it's accessible, if it's comfortable to do so. Another breath as you are. And then gently rise, coming back to a seated position, closing the legs, and transitioning from here to all fours, hands and knees. Just to bring more energy towards the spine, we're going to do a couple of cat and cows. So inhale, open the chest forward, lifting the tailbone and the gaze. Exhale, rounding the spine, lifting it up towards the sky. Work with the breath. Inhale, open the front body. Exhale, close, round the spine. Couple of times more. Good. And coming back to neutral, open the knees as wide as your mat, even wider if you want to. Bring the toes together and moving into a wide knees, child's pose. Relax your head over your hands, or you can place the head directly to the mat, however you prefer. Try to soften yourself here. Allowing the hips to get closer to the heels, allowing the chest to get closer to the floor. One more breath in child's pose. And gently lift. You can lift yourself up on the hands, or you can stay on your forearms and just keep the knees as they are. Bring the feet, the inner side of the feet to the floor. Yeah? And you will have about a 90-degree angle in the back of the knee and in your ankle. And then look to your left foot and lift the foot, lift the lower leg and lower. Lift, lower. Two more. And then to the right foot, same thing. Lift and lower. Two more. One and two. And then lifting yourself, bring the knees back to the floor, back to all fours. Tuck the toes under and let's move into downward facing dog. First down dog of the class, start to pedal your feet, engaging the back of the legs. Do it slowly and mindfully, don't rush. So bring one heel to the floor and stay for a little bit, even bring your torso closer to the legs. So you will feel a deeper stretch in the whole back leg area. And then switch sides. Again, switching sides. And other one. Nice. And then lifting both heels, coming into your regular downward facing dog, looking forward and stepping the right foot forward next to the right hand. Come up on the fingertips, lower the hips, open the chest forward into a runner's lunge. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, open the chest more. Exhale, stepping back to your downward facing dog. Take a breath. And same thing on the second side, left foot forward, come rising on the fingertips, releasing the hips a little bit closer to the floor. Open the chest, roll your shoulders back, breathe in, With the exhale, stepping back to downward facing dog. Inhale for plank, lower the knees down, mini chaturanga, lowering all the way down, lifting in a cobra. Inhale, exhale, coming back to downward dog. Good. Inhale, lift the right leg up, bend the knee and open the hips to the sides, to the right, right? So stacking the hips on top of each other. Try to lower the left heel down and open the hips a little bit more. Also, see if you can bring your torso closer to the left leg. Good. Then coming back, rearranging yourself into downward facing dog. Take a breath in between. And then switching sides, left leg up, bend the knee, open the hips to the left. Try to bring the right heel down, create more space in the hips, and bring your torso maybe a little bit closer towards the right leg. Good. Coming back to your downward facing dog. Looking forward, stepping forward. Lengthen the spine, take a breath in, and fold forward. Release the breath. Good. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold again. Open halfway, keep the fingertips to the floor and start to alternatively extend one leg after the other. Right leg, left leg. Once again, right and left. Good. Bend both knees, open halfway, then palms to the floor, stepping again back to your downward facing dog. Inhale for plank, lower the knees to the floor and walk your hands towards you, rising on your knees. Open the left leg to the side, bringing that foot to the floor. That foot is completely planted on the floor. Reach your arms up, inhale. Exhale, side bend to the left. Bring the left hand over the leg and bring the right arm overhead. Try to look up under the arm. Nice. Come back to center. Now just bring the heel, the left heel to the floor, lifting the toes towards you and start to slide that foot, that heel forward, creating even more openness here into the left thigh. Once again, inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, side bend. You can keep the left hand over the leg or you can bring it down on the floor. Breathe into the longer side. Good. Now look down to the floor. Bring the right heel in and just sit your hips right behind the heel, right? Lift the arms up, inhale. Exhale, hands walking forward, so folding into this shape. Your left heel is pressing into the floor. Again, you have the option to create the active stretch, right? So heel bringing the floor towards you, keeping the toes flexed. We're gonna stay here for 3 breaths. So you can lower all the way down. You can stay on your forearms. You can stay on your hands, wherever you feel comfortable. Just choose your place. Breathe in. Breathe out, one more. Good, lifting up, walking the hands forward, bringing the right heel and the left one back to our all fours. Once again, lift yourself up to the knees, bring the right leg to the side. The foot is completely pressing on the floor. Lift your arms up, inhale. Exhale, side bend towards the right leg. Right hand to the leg, left arm up. Look up from under your arm. Good. Coming back to center. Now bringing just the heel to the floor, sliding that heel forward, so creating more stretch and even more openness. Once again, lift the arms up. and side bending one more time. This time maybe you can bring the hand down on the floor in front of your leg. Good. Hands down, bring the left heel in and sitting right behind the heel. Keep the right leg engaged, the right foot engaged, walk your hands forward and fold. And your fold might look like this, or it might look like this, or it might look like this, okay? Wherever you feel comfortable, just choose that side, just that place. And remember to actively engage the inner thigh. So heel pressing into the floor and pulling the floor towards you. Breathe with awareness. Breathe into the stretch. Good. Coming back up. Hands walking forward, and we meet again in all fours. And just from here, transition to your downward facing dog. Good. We're going to continue with a short sun salutation sequence, emphasizing the back of the leg a little bit more. Look forward, step your feet forward in between your hands, lengthen the spine, inhale, fold forward, exhale. Again, we're going to open halfway, keep the fingertips touching the floor and extend one leg, pushing that hip back. Try to have the spine a little bit longer and the chest a little bit more open forward. And then switch sides. One more. Good. And from here, bend both knees, push into your feet, coming all the way up, reach your arms up, and hands to prayer, to the heart. Inhale, reach your arms. Exhale, folding forward. Open halfway. And palms to the floor, stepping back to your downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up. Step the right foot forward. Warrior one. Press the back heel into the floor, the back foot into the floor, and rise. Inhale. Exhale, palms to the floor, stepping back, downward dog. Lift the left leg. Step the left foot forward. Warrior one on the left side. Inhale as you rise. Exhale as you come back to your mat. Inhale for plank. Lower the knees first and lower all the way down to mini chaturanga, from mini chaturanga. Inhale to cobra and exhale back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot forward. This time we're gonna rise into a lunge. Inhale once again. Exhale into your lunge. Palms to the floor, stepping back, downward dog. Lift the left leg. Step the left foot forward. Lunge on the left side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale again. And palms to the floor, stepping once again back to your down dog. Inhale for plank. You can lower the knees or directly lower down through chaturanga. Cobra. And downward facing dog. Good. Look forward, step the feet forward in between the hands. Lengthen the spine. Inhale. Fold forward to exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Coming all the way up. Reaching the arms up and hands to prayer to the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, stepping back to downward facing dog. And take a few breaths in down dog. In and out through the nose. If you want, you can focus again on extending the back of the legs a little bit more. So maybe bringing the heels towards the floor, pushing the torso closer to the legs. Good. Now lifting the heels, lifting the right leg, stepping the right foot in the middle of the hands and pivoting the back foot. Bring the right hand outside the right foot and open your torso to the left. Lift your left arm up. Take a breath as you are. And then rising into warrior two. Create more space if you have, all right, if your body allows. Pausing a little bit in warrior two. Strong legs, strong feet to support you. And then lift your arms up from the waist down. Keep everything as it is, so nothing's modifying there. Just bring your torso and your arms parallel to the ground. And pause. Strong legs, like I said, you're going to feel that. Another breath. And rise. Bring your hands to the hips, extend the front leg. Bring the hips, start to push your hips towards the left. Bring your right arm forward and lean forward. Reach forward with your arm, with your torso, as far as you can. And then bring the right hand to your leg or your ankle and finding your triangle pose, your trikonasana. Shoulders back. Looking up, looking forward, or you can even look to your toes, however you prefer. Good. Again, look down to your toes, reband the front knee, palms to the floor, stepping back to downward dog. You can wait in down dog or just take a vinyasa with me. That would be plank, chaturanga, upward dog or cobra. And we meet again in downward dog. Lift the left leg up. Step the foot in between the hands. Pivot the back foot, finding the warrior two legs, but bring the left hand outside the foot and open your chest to the right. Lift the right arm up. Set an intention to take the left shoulder back, right shoulder back. Strong legs. Now lifting into warrior two. Create more space if you feel the need to create more space. Good. I'm gonna turn. I don't have space here. Good. Keep everything as it is from the waist down. Lift your arms up. Inhale. With the exhale, reach forward with your torso. So reaching the hips back, but torso and arms reaching forward. When you feel you're parallel to the ground, just stop. Breathe. You're taking support from your strong legs. One more breath. Reach forward with your arms. And then coming all the way up, extend the front leg, hands to the hips. Start to push the hips to the right. Leaning forward with your torso, with your left arm. Go as far as you can. And then in the end, just release your hand over the leg. Reach the right arm up, triangle pose. You can also keep the hand to the hip as we did on the other side. Good. Both shoulders down. And keep this action of pushing the left hip towards the right one. Nice. Look down to your toes, reband the front knee, palms to the floor, stepping back to your downward facing dog. Shoulders forward to plank, knees down, or directly through the chaturanga. Open your chest, cobra, and downward dog again. Look forward, step or jump in between the hands. Lengthen the spine, inhale. Fold forward to exhale. We're going to spend a little bit of time in this forward fold. I'm going to offer two options. You can either grab the back of the heels, the back of the ankles, with your hands and fold, or with the first three fingers of your hands, you're grabbing the big toes. Yeah? The big toes will be pressing into the floor. You're going to bend the knees to open the chest forward. Inhale. And exhale, folding forward. going into a deep forward fold. If you have grabbed your ankles, just wrap your elbows around your legs, your lower legs, and try to go deeper. Try to lift your hips a little bit more. If you have grabbed your toes, your elbows are opening to the sides. It's like you want to lift your toes, but there's no lifting there. The toes are strongly pressing into the mat. And again, you're lifting the hips. Another breath here. And then gently release halfway, and then all the way up. Reach your arms up and hands to prayer in front of the heart. And from here, turn to the long side of your mat. Open your feet wide, feet parallel to each other. Lift your arms. And again, sending the hips back, bring your torso parallel to the ground. Stay there for a breath. And when you're done, bring the fingertips to the floor. Adjust your feet, adjust the distance you have in between them. Open the chest forward, lengthen the spine, and fold forward. Keeping a long spine as much as possible. All right, one more breath. And then rise halfway through. You can bring the feet a little bit closer to each other. Turn towards your right foot. Grab the ankle with your opposite hand, with your left hand. Bring the other hand on top and fold over the right leg. Breathe. Let go. Move to the other side, grabbing the left ankle with the right hand, left hand on top, and folding over the left leg. Nice. Release, come back to center. Hands to the hips and rise all the way up. Now bring the heels inside. I'm gonna move into a goddess squat. So open, bending the knees. Bring the hands to your knees for the beginning, right? So shifting the body weight, allowing the body weight to be carried by the arms, by the hands, most of it. Drop the right shoulder in, rotate to the left. And as you do that with your right hand, push the right knee out. You can do that with your left hand as well. And then switching sides. Left shoulder in, left hand is actively pushing the knee out. One more time. Right shoulder in, pushing the right knee out. Left shoulder, pushing the left knee. Back to center, hands to prayer in front of the heart. Now actively pushing the knees to the sides. Breathe in and out. Come all the way up, release your hands. Zigzag your feet one time in and heels in. And once again, coming into a squat. If you can't go all the way down to your yogi squat, right? So if the distance is right, go all the way down to your yogi squat. If the distance is too wide, then you zigzag one more time, and when you feel like it's enough, we meet in Malasana into the yogi squat. Elbows inside the knees, hands to prayer to the heart. Lifting the heart, actively pushing the knees out with the elbows. Nice. And from here, lifting all the way up. Release the hands to the hips. Zigzag your feet out. One time, two times. Yeah. Until you find again the initial distance. And inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, bring the fingertips to the floor. Bend the right knee, coming into a side lunge. Yeah. You can keep the right heel up or you can bring it down to the floor, however you prefer. But the left heel is down, pressing into the mat. Using your hands or even without hands, you can transition to the other side. Yes, coming up to the right, to the left. Good. One more time to the right. You can bring the hands to prayer to the heart, finding a little bit of balancing moment here, and to the left. Yes. One more time, moving to the right. And this time, if you can bring the right heel down, bring the right heel down. Walk your hands forward and finding this little fold here into the shape. Breathe into the sensations. Lifting and switching sides. All right. Folding. Breathe. And lifting again. Good. Walk your hands to the right, turning to the short side of your mat, palms to the floor, stepping back to downward dog. Just take a moment or two in down dog, a breath or two, and just observe the sensations in your legs. How do you feel? Does it feel more fluid, more open, more full of energy? It probably does. For me, it sure does. And from here, lift the right leg up and step the right foot outside of the right hand for lizard. Lower the left knee to the floor and open the chest here, shoulders wide. And from here, we are going to walk the hands back and extend the back of the right leg. Yeah, like in a half split, but from lizard. Again, the same recommendation I will give you. Push the right heel into the mat and create this sensation of bringing the mat towards you. And this will increase the sensation. This will create more strength into the stretch. Stay for another breath. And then walk the hands forward, coming back to your lizard. Allow the hips to open. And then take the hips back to center. Bring the left foot in and bring the right hand inside the right foot and open here to the left. Lift the left arm up. With your right arm, with your right shoulder, try to push the knee out, the right knee out. Back to center, left hand down, left foot back to the mat, lifting and finding your downward facing dog again. Same thing on the second side, lift the left leg up, step the left foot outside of the left hand for lizard, right knee down. Hips getting heavy and low, shoulders wide, just pushing forward. And then taking the hips back, extending the back of the right leg, half split. Active stretching, left heel pressing into the mat, creating the sensation of bringing the mat closer to you. Observe what happens and where are the sensations and how do you feel, and try to breathe into those sensations. And then walk the hands forward. Bring the right foot in, left hand inside the foot, and open your chest to the right, lift the right arm up. And again, with your shoulder, with your arm, try to push the left knee out. coming back to the mat, finding again your way into downward facing dog. Forward to plank, lower the knees down, and again, open your knees as wide as your mat. And then bring your feet as wide as your mat. And then slide your knees to the side. So if you have a wooden floor, that would be wonderful. It's easier to slide. You can lower on your forearms. Try to keep the hips on the same line with your knees. And if you want, you can keep the toes kind of tucked into the floor like I do now, or you can just release the inner feet on the floor. Yeah. We're gonna spend here maybe half a minute, maybe a little bit more. Let's say 10 breaths. One. Two. Three. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. And rise again on your hands. Using your hands, tuck the feet on the mat, lifting the knees, bringing them close to each other, and finding your way into a seated position. And from here, we are going to start practicing the middle splits. If you want to grab your socks, grab your blanket, now it's time to do so. I'm going to use them. So, you can make your blanket roll. Yeah, you can choose something even bigger than what I have right now, right? So create quite a height that you're gonna add to your hips, right? So you're gonna sit on the blanket. You can add more height, like I said, right? Create a bigger roll. Good. And open the feet to the sides. Yeah. So when you're sitting on the blanket, you're only sitting like on the edge of it, right? If you notice, my pubic bone is not on the blanket, it's like empty in this empty space that I have created here. So only the fleshy parts of the butt are kind of on the blanket. I don't know how to explain it differently, sorry. All right, and again, if you have a wooden floor, that would be wonderful. It will help you slide with your socks a little bit more. Yeah, so you have opened probably, and you might feel like, okay, this is the maximum I could do right now. And bring your hands to the floor. And gently start to shift your body weight forward. So walk your hands forward and start to bring the whole weight forward. And again, when you feel like it's getting too intense, you can stop. See if this is your maximum, and if it is, I recommend you don't stay there. Maybe take a little step back. If it's not your maximum, and if it's an intense sensation, but you can breathe through it and you can stay there, breathe through the sensation, breathe through the stretching. And at some point, if you feel like you can go a little bit more, you can go a little bit more. Maybe slide the heels more and walk the hands a little bit further forward. Maybe at some point, you can even lower on your forearms. Don't forget to breathe. Be mindful about the sensations and breathe through them. Don't force and don't make it painful. If it's painful, then it's a clear sign you need to step back, right? Make the distinction between painful and intense, okay? Whenever you want to close, just help yourself with the hands under the knees and close the legs, okay? We're gonna do it one more time. We're gonna also do it one leg after the other. Again, if you want to use the blanket, again, you can sit on the blanket. If you don't want to use it, that's also fine. Bring the left heel in front of the blanket and open the right leg to the side. Lean towards the long leg and try to grab the foot with your right hand. Otherwise, you can also grab the ankle or you can grab it from the lower leg. Lift the left arm up and side bend here to the right. If it's easy to grab your toes, just grab your toes or touch your toes. Trying to open and lengthen through the left side of your body. That's a very beautiful stretch. One of my favorites. It gives such space and this feeling of expansion, of creating openness and space to breathe, to feel the sensations. And whenever you want to release, you can release and switch sides. Again, be mindful. Don't rush the movement. Don't rush going out of the shape of the poses. Left leg long. Again, leaning towards the left leg. Grab the ankle, grab the toes or the foot with your left hand. Right arm reaching overhead. And again, aim towards the foot. And if you don't go all the way to your foot, don't worry, that's okay. Just enjoy the stretch. Breathe into your longer side, bring into your right side, and just enjoy this beautiful stretch. Good, let go. Coming back to center, close your legs. And again, you can adjust your blanket under your seat if you're using one, and just open the legs to the sides. Let's see how it goes one more time. Yeah, like I said, be mindful about the sensations. Have the toes slightly engaged, so flex towards you. If you want to actively stretch here, again, both heels pressing into the floor and bringing the floor towards you. And walk your hands forward, leaning forward. Coming to your forearms if it's easy to do so, or walking the hands even further forward and releasing your head down. Yeah, there's so many options here. You can choose the one that you prefer, the one that works best for you. Couple of breaths more. And when you're done, you can release, help your legs from under your knees and close. You can repeat this as many times as you want. Maybe stay longer here. Instead of just 5 breaths, you can stay 10 breaths. By all means, just practice according to your own needs. And when you're done, just lie on your back. And bring the right knee, cross the right knee over the left one. Lift yourself to grab the outer sides, outer edges of your feet, and just let go. Soften your shoulders, soften your hips. be stretching a little bit the outer hips, so exactly the opposite of what we have done so far, just to help the body balance. Release the hands, let the legs be as they are, and then just drop them to the left, stretching the right arm to the side. You can keep the head to the center and just gaze up, or even close your eyes and try to soften into the twist. Gently releasing the twist, uncrossing the legs and switching sides. So left leg over the right one, grabbing the outer edges of your feet if it's accessible to do so. Otherwise, you can just keep the lower legs above the ankle. You can keep the ankles, it doesn't really matter. Just try to find the best place for you and soften here. Release the hands, keep the legs crossed, bring them to the right, stretching the left arm to the side. Soften through the left shoulder, soften your face. And gently release, uncross the legs, and finding your way towards Shavasana. If there's any other position, any other asana that you would like to take, any other way you would like to stretch before Shavasana, you can always do that. And maybe use the blanket that you have used as a pillow under your head, or you can also place it under your knees. And find the best place, the most comfortable place for yourself right now. Releasing and relaxing each part of your body. Keeping no tension anymore, no activeness. Just a gentle surrender and diving into the calmness inside of you and around you. And please allow yourself at least 5 minutes here in Shavasana if you have time. And don't forget to say something kind to yourself at the beginning of the practice. First of all, say thank you to your healthy body, allowing you this practice, and then any other kind thing that come to your heart. And thank you for your practice. I'm gonna see you next time. Enjoy.